everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you've seen by the first clip, we've got quite a special car in. 1965 Shelby GT350H Hertz edition Mustang. One of, I think it's only 1,000 made. This car is not standard, it's far from standard. It's full race spec, so it's full roll cage, snap off steering wheel, gauges, buttons, dash styles, you name it inside. And it's about 550 horsepower, V8 NA, so it's naturally aspirated. The sounds that come out of this car are absolutely crazy. Unfortunately, the video doesn't do it justice. But trust me when I say that this thing sounds insane. Now, myself and Autobrite are teaming up. There he is, Mr. Nicholas Ford. Contacted them, said, look, this car is not, it's not an easy job. Look, when I say that this paintwork is soft, melted butter with a hot knife and then think a bit softer. We've washed the car, we've clayed it, decontaminated it, everything ready, and we've put XYZ marring into it, probably scratched it using the clay. It's horrific. Now, it wasn't in the best condition anyway, but we've made it worse. This particular job was only meant to be something like a single stage just to improve it. We have looked at it and we've now going to end up 3-stage. This is going to be cut, polished and refined, so we're probably going to cut it with microfiber pads, polish it with foam pads and then refine it. Now, refining side of things, we might end up actually having to use something that Autobrite don't do, unfortunately, for this, just because we need something that's going to be nice and easy for the coating side of things. So we're probably going to go down the route of cutting it with Autobrite's Restore, polishing it with more than likely Autobrite's Enrich, with maybe a little bit of final finish. And refining side of things, we're probably actually going to go down the Carpro Essence route. For those that don't know, Carpro Essence has properties within it that you can then basically coat directly on top, so you don't need to IPA the car, because the chances are IPA is actually going to cause marring into it, which we don't want. Whereas, say with the Carpro Essence, you won't need to IPA it. You can literally remove the essence and wait 12 to 24 hours and then we can coat on top of that. So that's going to be a little bit of a lifesaver, but we're going to have to trial and error this, test it as we go along and see how we get on. Nick is somewhere, he's disappeared. There he is. Nick, what is your thoughts on this paint wise?
Soft as anything, mate.
It's going to be a tricky job.
From cleaning it like you just said, it's marred the hell out of it.
Yeah, look, I would be able to do this on my own. I would probably need a week on the vehicle. We haven't got a week. I haven't got a week spare due to work on the road and stuff. So contacted them. Nick's come down for a few days to help and tackle it. Two of us obviously is going to make a lot of light work and get this done a lot quicker. Let's have a little look around it. We'll do a paint inspection with the light so you can see what we've got to deal with. So it's not pretty. We've induced a lot of marring into it ourselves, claying it this morning, which, to be honest, claying it was a bit pointless. There was nothing on it contamination wise, but we had to do it obviously. So yeah, let's have a look and see what we've got to deal with. I'll give you a little walk around just so you can actually see it under the bonnet first. She is, as you can see, massively played with. A lot of work and effort has gone into this. We'll do a few bits under the bonnet. We're not actually going to do a lot, but we'll polish the top of the rad and the air filter cover. Let's go around. Crazy build, like some crazy brakes. Wheels are coming off. We are going to clean and coat the wheels and the calipers. Obviously the back as well. We'll clean and do the exhausts. Not that they stay clean for long on this. As you can see, she is massively played with. We've got cut off, we've got fire extinguishers, harnesses. I'm gonna send Nick in there to clean that back window somehow. I don't know how he's gonna get in there, mind. Send you in to clean the back window, because that's a maze to get in there alone. Yeah. We've got full fuel cell, and the cage obviously still runs to the back. Pumps, God knows what. So this thing sounds insane, ladies and gents. Cut off pulls, full race spec. Paintwork wise, the interesting part, as you can see, it's swirly. So we actually test patched a little bit there yesterday, as you can just make out, and you can already see the marring put back into it just from us washing and claying it this morning. Somebody has previously done it, unfortunately, and I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's burnt through on the edge where they've polished it with a rotary. You can just see it there, actually. We are going to polish it as best as we can and then touch it up so it's very safe, and then we will coat over the top of it. But there's lots of swirls. There is deeper imperfections. There we go, Nick, take that. Now, the 9 and that sticker, obviously they're stickers. This yellow stripe along the bottom, or gold, and the same with the bonnet and the roof, is actually painted. It's not a sticker, that is full painted within the bonnet. So we've got a nice easy one there. This is actually done by hand. Somebody's actually properly painted that by hand. I believe Ray Donner is the guy that built it. It's not the current owner, unfortunately, but it's the guy that built the car, I believe. As you can see, we've got scratches, imperfections, marring, a lot of random stuff to deal with on this. I know it's had a bit more paintwork. I spotted it around the other side, actually, that it's had, I think the bottom of the wing was repainted as a line. You can see what it's painted to. To be honest, look, we don't need to go around the whole car doing an inspection. You can see what it's like. You can see what we've got to deal with. Actually, I think, if I just buy that torch, Nick, you can see there, they're greasy fingerprints, and they've marred it and scratched it. So you can see how soft the paint is just on that alone. So wish myself and Nick luck.
Long nights.
It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be an interesting few days, that's for sure. And I wouldn't have been able to do it, I say, without extra help, to be fair, just because it's a mammoth of a task. But it's going to look crazy when it's done.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It's going to look glossy as hell.
Yes. And just as an FYI, side windows are perspex on this as well. These have actually been custom made for the door. They're not original, and they are perspex. The windows don't go down, so the windows won't be perfect either, obviously. But yeah, let's do some samples, get some compounds out. We'll go around it, check it. We have paint depth gauge, redid it, and it's fine. There's 500-600 microns pretty much all over the whole car, so it's had plenty of paint. But yeah, wish us luck, and we will see you shortly. So after a horrible hour of testing combos, pads, compounds, you name it, we've finally come up with something that works, and it is doing its job, and it's going to give an absolutely epic finish to this car. We are using Autobrite Restore on a green pad to give the cut side of things. Orange pads are far, far too abrasive, which means the polishing side of things is much, much harder for us to do. So yeah, Restore on a green pad, which is giving sufficient cut to remove as much as we can safely. And then we're jumping on Enrich on a black pad, which is enough then to polish the polishing marks out, but not leave polishing marks in, whereas a green pad did. And then Carpro Essence on one of their soft white gloss pads to refine, ready for the coating side of things. We did IPA, and it does put marring back into the paint. So I'll show you, we've done part of the wing, sorry. So we've done part of the wing. I'll show you the cut, the polished, and the refined side of things. No, I won't. I'll show you the original cut and refined because I've done a section. So let's have a look. You might even be able to see the difference as we go along there. Yeah, there's just a little bit line there. So that's untouched, what we've got to work with. That's the cut side of things. As you can see, it's left a lot of polishing marks. Restore is very hard on a green pad. So you imagine what it was like on a microfiber or orange pad. It was a lot worse than that. And then as we come along, this is the refined side of things. As you can see, that's actually within the paint. It's not something we can get out, and I don't want to attempt to get it out, to be fair. Got to play it safe. And then we move back up, and that's just the cut. So you can see the difference between the polishing and the refined side of things. I think, say, this is going to look, when it's done, absolutely incredible. I can't wait to see it done. But yeah, that was not a nice hour messing around myself. Nick was on the other wing trying different things to just see what worked really. But let's crack on. It's 6:30, day one. We are painfully getting there. Trust me when I say this is painful, guys. This is probably one of the hardest jobs I've done to date, just because of the work required. The cutting stage is absolutely fine, like it's cutting stage. It's the polishing. The better the polishing stage and the finished result on the polishing stage, the easier the refining is going to be. Cutting is leaving a lot of cutting marks, polishing marks rather, within the panel, and then the refining stage or the polishing stage, trying to get those out is taking a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, constantly going back 2 or 3 passes and sets to get the polisher marks gone, to get the paint at a point that I'm happy with it, to refine it. We're getting there painfully. We have completed, so day one has been wash, decontamination, inspection obviously, and myself and Nick have cut and polished the front end. So the bonnet, the wings and the front bumper is done, and that's been a long day just doing that. So day 2 is going to be even longer. Let me turn you around. I'll show you the results of what we're at and so on, and then you can see for yourself how it's turning out. It is going to look incredible when it's done, that's for sure. So as you can see, gloss level, when you look, I mean, there's flat spots in that door straight away. The gloss level's massively improved already on the car, on the front. If I go to, so the door, this is where we're at. We've not touched the door yet, and then we come into the wing. There is some still deeper imperfections. We're not chasing for perfection on this. The car's had a lot of work done obviously over the years, paintwork, it's been fully rebuilt at times, but I'm happy with that. And once that's refined, it will be even better. We have discovered, as you'll notice in the video, the top section of this wing. has been painted. It's a different colour. You can see it there, it stands out massively. Now you'll notice some marring as well, probably in there. That's not a problem. That will be on the refining stage when we use Car Pro Essence. We have tried multiple ways, but no, Car Pro Essence is going to be the way, just because of the marring in the panel that it's leaving because it's so soft. But you can see the difference. I mean, look at that. This is going to look insane when it's done, that's for sure. But yeah, that's the end of day one. I'm going home, Nick's going back to the hotel, and we will be having an early night. To be honest, tomorrow we will be starting probably about 6:30. I haven't told Nick that yet. 6:30 a.m. on a Sunday, boys and girls. No lay-ins here. We want to get this done, get on with it. And obviously we can start with the roof and the doors tomorrow, and then crack on with the back. I think by the end of day two, I'd like to see most of the car cut and polished so that day three can be refining and then get some coatings on the vehicle. To be fair, only one of us can refine because we've only got one set of refining pads. So I will probably do the refining and Nick can do the wheels, more than likely. But yeah, see you tomorrow. We are full into day two now. It's about 9:30. We've been here since like 7:30. Cracking on with it. We have had a bit of a change of plan with compound. It's a bit backwards. It doesn't quite logically make sense in my head or Nick's, wherever he is, he's there. We was originally cutting the vehicle with Restore on a green pad and then refining with Enrich on a black pad. Well, polishing on a black pad, sorry, and then refining later. It was taking a lot of time, the polishing side of things, because of getting the polishing marks out. scratched our heads a little bit this morning, wanted to try a couple of different things, just to try, look, we all want to improve and make the job easier. We went down the route of putting final finish, which is a finishing compound on a green pad, and it's removed probably 80% of the deeper defects within the paint. Needed a bit more work. So then we've gone down the route of putting Enrich on a black pad, which has come out incredible. No polishing marks, which is naturally a winner. The paintwork does need to be refined. There is some marring in there from removing, obviously, the compounds. We've induced those ourselves. That's not a problem. Hence why we're using Carpro Essence afterwards, because then it gives us that ability that we don't have to IPA, which means we're not going to put any marring in at all. But yeah, it is looking absolutely incredible. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you a little bit of where we're at, what befores, afters, polished side of things and all that. And you'll see yourselves, and then we can crack on and get some more done. The side door, at the moment, that has been cut, but not polished. You can see there's plenty of polishing marks in there. If we go over to this side, that has been cut and polished. Still a couple of deeper bits there I'm going to try and chase out. And again, a couple more there, which again, they're not an issue. And then down here, we've not actually touched yet. But if you come into the wing, so that is cut and polished, ready to be refined. Again, a couple there, but there's only so much we can do. We're not going for perfection on this. We're really not. You can see plenty of marring in the bottom of that wing. That's not an issue. That will all be removed on the refining stage. Joyful flat black, unfortunately, removing compounds normally does mar it. So hence why we're using the Carpro Essence to remove the issues of marring when it comes time for coatings. But it's definitely looking good. The front end is basically done, ready to be refined as and when. And Nick's on this side, he's doing the same. He's actually done, you get the light. So this is cut and polished. We've just final finish. Final finish on the green, and then, no, sorry, final finish on the green, and then enrich on a black pad. But yeah, it's looking absolutely incredible, as you can see. Yeah, wipe some off there. Yeah, let's carry on.
So, spin the camera around now. So all this has been cut and polished. There's my little piece of tape for me 50/50. So all that's been done like we did yesterday, the bonnet and the wings. And I'm just walking past there on his phone, doing nothing. So
it says you this on your phone, doing
sure.
nothing.
So as you can tell, even without the torch there, it's absolutely completely different. So if I just get the torch, so you see what I mean? The gloss levels from just cutting and polishing this is unreal. We're also going to have to refine it. There is some marring in there from wiping away the compound residue. But from what it did look like to what it looked like now, it's absolutely insane, realistically. So yeah, right, finishing off and then onto the refining stage.
Lunchtime. Well, we've had lunch. Polishing is pretty much done now, to be fair. Cutting and polishing. We've literally got the boot, the bottom half of the boot, and then this little section here. Nick's actually about to start doing that. I'm gonna start prepping the vehicle, the front of the vehicle, ready to do some test refining, just to make sure we're where we want it, sort of thing. I'll do that and then work around the driver's side to then obviously come back around the passenger side once Nick's finished polishing or cutting and polishing. It's starting to look insane. Like the gloss that we've brought back already from the cutting and polishing is crazy. Once the refining's done, now we did do a bit of test refining yesterday just to see what it gives us, and there's a noticeable difference again in gloss and depth and clarity of the color, just from the refining stage, even after polishing. So yeah, it's gonna look crazy. I can't wait to see it finished. I can't wait for it to be finished, to be honest. It's not fun, but yeah, let's crack on. Well underway with the refining stage. Cutting is done, polishing is done, and So the whole passenger side of this vehicle, UK driver side, is refined. The bonnet is refined, half of the roof and the boot is refined. Nick's just starting on the driver side of this, doing a bit of refining. The gloss and the clarity brought back from CarPro Essence is insane. If I literally, you can see, like, it's absolutely crazy. I'm blown away by this stuff, to be fair. I've never used it before, so this is a first. But look at that mirror image, and we've not even coated it yet. So I can't wait to see when this is done. We're gonna get the car finished, refined today, and then that will be it. By the time we've done that, it's gonna be about 6 o'clock. We've been here since just after 7. So we'll get it refined today. It's a bit of a shame about that bonnet. You just make it out in the video there you go. But that's to do with the paint. I don't want to chance it, don't want to risk it and make it worse, so we won't. Yeah, get the refining finished today, I think, have a tidy up, and then we can come in early doors tomorrow, and then the wheels can come off. Nick can do the wheels, I can coat the car, and then, to be fair, to my excitement, and much to Nick's, I'm assuming, it will be nearly done. So, yeah, let's come back for day 3. Look at that. Good morning, ladies and gents. It's 6:30. Too early, far too early. Myself and Nick are back for the 3rd and final day on this Mustang now. It's absolutely chucking it down outside, and we are finally going to put some coatings down on this. CarPro Essence has had 14 hours now since being applied, so that's good. Heater's been on, it's nice and warm in here now. It was like 2 degrees again when we came in, but it's now about 16, so it's perfect temperatures for the coatings. We can now get this coated. As you can see, Nick's already started in the background. He's doing the boot. I'm going to start with the front, and we'll work around and meet ourselves in the middle, so to speak. And yeah, let's get some coatings on it. Can't wait to see this done. Just as a quick update, we're actually halfway through coating the car. Nick's doing the passenger side of this, I'm doing the driver side. Just to show you that the paint is that soft, we've actually put some scratches into it, coating. Now the vehicle was dusted off, blown off, and everything prior to the coating side of things. But we've obviously picked up a bit of dust or something, as you can see there. And then it comes down, there we go, where the applicators obviously come down. So we're actually going to polish the roof again This side's okay. It was just this section. As soon as we noticed it, obviously changed the applicator for the coating. But yeah, I mean, they're minor. You can see that they are minor scratches, but the paint is that soft, we've scratched it. So repolish that part to the roof and then we will recoat it. Joyful. And coatings are done. Repolished the roof and recoated the roof as well. Got rid of those scratches that we put in earlier. It's looking incredible. The gloss just keeps getting better and better, obviously, the longer that the coating's been on. Nick's now just doing the windows, and then we'll capture him doing the back window. Now that's gonna be a separate little video. A load of people on Facebook did request it. He's got to try and get in the car, around that roll cage and clean the interior back window. So yeah, that's gonna be a separate little video for Facebook. And wheels have got to come off. We're not gonna actually ceramic coat the wheels. We're just gonna put Blend's wheel sealant, which is Autobrite's wheel sealant. 2 layers of that is 6 month protection. Naturally, this car doesn't see the road every day. It's going from here back to the owner's garage, and it probably won't see the road till summer. So 6 month protection is quite a long time for this, obviously. So that will do perfectly. And we are basically done with the car. I'm looking forward to it being finished, I won't lie. So let's come back when it is complete and we'll do the final walk around and you can see the actual finished product properly. Guys, there was a live video the other day on the Autobrite page. Everybody wanted to see Nick cleaning the back window of the Mustang through the roll cage, and Nick is going to do it. We are going to film it, we'll edit it just so we can obviously transition properly. But yeah, this is Nick trying to attempt to clean the window on the back of the Mustang. Remember, you can't touch a lot.
Yeah, I know. Can't touch anything. It's not so bad when you get out of it. I need the other arm. I need the other arm. Come here. Oh, I can't do the other arm. What times I do? Yeah. I'm done. Get me out of here. Oh God. Well,
How was that, Nick?
Where's a small person when you want one?
Yeah, where's Adam?
Where's Adam when you want to?
Or Dale?
Or Dale, yeah. Oh, that's a tight space to fit into that, was mate.
You did well, mate, to be fair. I was quite impressed.
Thanks, mate.
Ladies and gents, I am super happy to announce the Mustang is complete. I know I'm speaking for myself, and I'm definitely speaking for Nick when I say that this has been one heck of a job. I think I've said it before already. I would not have been able to do this without the help of this man. We've scratched our head. It's been tiring. It's been backwards the way we've had to polish it, say the scratching of the roof while coating it, just silly little things like that. Flat black is notoriously bad anyway, let alone this thing. look, the car looks absolutely crazy. We're gonna have a walk around of it in a second. Just want to say a massive thank you again to the guys at Autobrite and to obviously Nick for coming and helping do this job. I know Nick wanted to do it as soon as he even saw the vehicle. He was like, yeah, no, I'm involved, I want to do it. Mark and the gang for letting him come down and so on for doing it. And obviously for supplying the ceramic shield light, which has gone on the vehicle, blends wheel sealant and everything for the wheels and the exhaust tips to help protect it. Yeah, we're gonna have a walk around of it in the workshop and we'll have a walk around of it outside. And then we are hopefully gonna film the customer's reaction collecting it. He has not seen the vehicle. He didn't even drop it off. A friend of a friend dropped it off and he's seen no pictures, nothing of this vehicle. So he has no clue what it looks like. So hopefully his reaction is gonna be pretty damn good. But yeah, thanks to everyone that does follow, subscribe, comments, you name it. I keep making the videos and trying to improve them because of the comments I get and so on. So thank you very much, it is appreciated. Again, click like, click that subscribe button, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, anything like that. All the links are below in the description and we'll see you on the next video. But for 2020, this is the last video you will see. So happy Christmas, everybody. Have a good new year and we'll see you soon.